This is the Heybike Race Max electric bike, a clean, modern-looking ride with 27.5-inch wheels, a high-step frame, and a battery tucked into the down tube that gives it a sleek silhouette. The stance looks like a lightweight trail bike that's been tuned for city life. From my experience, the visual identity matches how it rides. Simple, familiar, and confidence-inspiring. I put in time commuting, running errands, and taking it along gravel paths after work. I was a little skeptical at first because budget e-bikes can be hit or miss, but this one gave me a solid first impression during assembly. The frame and fork arrived straight, the paint was even, and the wiring was tidy, though it's routed externally. I recommend checking every bolt after you build it, especially the stem, rotors, and the quick release on the front wheel. Once dialed, nothing rattled, and the bike stayed quiet over bumps. Key features that stand out for me are the 750-watt peak rear hub motor, the 600-watt-hour removable battery, the 27.5-inch tires with a versatile tread, a lockable front suspension fork, Shimano 7-speed shifting, and mechanical disc brakes. The display is bright and easy to read, the headlight and taillight are included, and the battery locks to the frame with a key you can remove while riding. It's a nice balance of essentials without fluff, and it keeps the learning curve friendly for someone new to e-bikes. Power delivery is what most riders care about, so let me put it simply. A hub motor like this engages based on a cadence sensor, which means the system senses when the pedals turn and then adds power. There's a small delay before the motor kicks in, and that's normal for this style. Once it engages, it feels smooth and predictable. I could hit 20 miles per hour on flat ground without trying hard, and with settings opened up, I saw speeds up to around 28 miles per hour where it's legal. In my opinion, the acceleration is plenty for city streets and bike paths, and the top speed capability makes longer commutes feel shorter. It's not explosive off the line, but it's steady and confident. Range depends on how you ride. Using a mix of pedal assist and throttle on mostly flat routes with a few gentle climbs, I covered just over 20 miles before the battery asked to be charged. Taking it easy on lower assist levels stretches that range noticeably, while heavy throttle use shortens it. That's typical for a 600-watt pack. Charging with the included 2A brick took me around 6 to 7 hours from low to full, which slots neatly into an overnight routine. Being able to pop the battery off and bring it inside is a big plus if you park in a garage or at work. Ride comfort surprised me. The fork takes the edge off potholes and cracks, and the 27.5 by 1.95-inch tires strike a sweet spot for mixed terrain. On pavement, the bike feels planted and efficient. On light gravel and packed dirt, the tread finds grip without feeling sluggish back on the road. I liked running the fork open for rougher paths, then flipping the lockout when I wanted a more direct road feel. Steering is predictable, and the bike changes direction without drama. It's not a featherweight at 52.9 pounds, so carrying it upstairs isn't fun, but once rolling it feels nimble for its size. The Shimano 7-speed drivetrain works as expected. Shifts are clean, the trigger shifter is intuitive, and the gear range covers slow climbs and quick cruising. On hills, I'd call performance respectable rather than thrilling. Gentle to moderate grades are fine when you pair a sensible gear with pedal assist. On steeper climbs, you'll still work. From my experience, that's standard for a hub motor at this level. If your daily route is steep and long, you might want something with stronger sustained torque or a mid-drive. If your routes are flat to rolling, you'll be happy. Braking is handled by mechanical disc brakes. They're simple to maintain, easy to adjust, and they stop me cleanly and without squeal. Hydraulic brakes offer a lighter lever feel and more power, especially on long descents. But for a commuter and light trail bike at this price, the mechanical setup is acceptable and safe for the speeds I reached. I'd check pad wear every few weeks and make small cable adjustments to keep the bite point consistent. Ergonomics are friendly. The saddle height range is generous, the cockpit feels neutral, and I settled into a comfortable posture after a few tweaks. I'm sensitive to numb hands on some bikes, but the bar height and reach here kept my weight balanced. The max rider rating is 300 pounds, which is helpful for a wide range of bodies and for folks who carry a loaded backpack or groceries. I do wish fenders came in the box because wet roads will spray your back and shoes, so I'd add fenders and a rear rack if you plan to commute daily. The display is readable under bright sun and gives speed, battery level, and assist info at a glance. I'd love a battery percentage readout for finer control of range, but the bar system is workable once you learn how the bike sips power at each assist level. The lights are bright enough to be seen and to help you be aware of what's ahead on low-lit streets, though a standalone helmet light is never a bad idea. It's perfect for riders who want a reliable daily ride without overcomplicating the tech, and for anyone who wants to explore park paths or gravel connectors on weekends. From my experience, the Race Max bridges those two worlds well. I like how normal it feels to pedal with the motor off, and how it wakes up to help the moment I ask for assist. The simplicity also makes it easier to teach a family member who's never tried an e-bike. I'd recommend this for first-time e-bike buyers who value straightforward controls, commuters with mostly flat routes who want the flexibility of throttle and pedal assist, and recreational riders who split time between pavement and smooth trails. If you need hydraulic brakes for mountain descents, or a motor that breezes up very steep climbs without effort, this isn't aimed at that use. If you want a dependable, enjoyable, clear-value e-bike that nails the basics, this fits well. In my opinion, the value proposition is strong because it combines a capable motor, a real 600 watt-hour battery, useful lights, a good wheel and tire size, and a comfortable geometry that works for many riders. The compromises make sense. Mechanical brakes to keep costs down, a cadence sensor that's a touch delayed but predictable, and no fenders, so you can choose your own. None of those block me from enjoying the ride or trusting it for weekday errands. In conclusion, the Heybike Race Max electric bike is a practical, enjoyable companion that feels familiar on day one and better as you learn its rhythm. It's quick enough to make commutes shorter, comfortable enough to keep you relaxed, and sturdy enough for daily use. If you want the core e-bike experience without chasing exotic parts, this is a smart pick. I will post full information about the Heybike Race Max electric bike for adults in the comments section. See you in the following videos.